People ask why I'm so passionate about Honda. It all started 30 years ago when my mom trusted this exact 1987 Honda Accord to safely transport our family. Trust takes many years to earn, and through Bianchi Honda, I'm sharing my passion for Hondas with our community.
Bianchi Honda, trusted from the very beginning.
And still on the road today.
All right, let's do it. Time now for the Gannon Golden Knights Coaches Show. It's ominous music because it's Halloween, right?
I didn't hear it. Was it?
We'll play it after.
Okay.
It's scary. It's loud. It's metal. It's rock.
Okay, so more Halloweenish.
Yeah, Halloweenish. He's Brad Rzyczycki, head coach of the Gannon Golden Knights. So the burning question, Coach. Best Halloween candy on the face of the planet. Go.
I'm a Reese's guy.
Oh, that's the second Reese's guy I got today.
Well, I like Reese Pieces. And I like Reese Cups, but anything with peanut butter and chocolate, I'm all in.
The Reese's Cups with the Reese's Pieces inside?
I've had them.
Good.
I like to keep them separate. I don't like mixing those things.
Gimmicky.
Yeah, I'm a traditionalist.
It's like
when it comes to that. I don't even like those like 5-pound Reese's. That's too much. It has to have, I think me and Coach Rayburn had this conversation, the right amount of the way it was made originally, else it doesn't count.
The ratio, right?
Yeah, the ratios are really important.
Thank you. I asked Jay, I don't think he got it earlier. Jay Pushkar's a Reese's guy as well, and I said, you understand this because you're a Reese's Cup lover. What's the perfect ratio? He didn't quite get it.
Yeah,
you different sizes, because you got miniature Reese's Cups. Oh, we could go all day. We could go all day.
I agree.
Do you put them in the freezer?
I do sometimes because I can't let them get
Crazy
old.
You're wild.
Yeah,
wild.
out of control with it.
Let me ask you about Saturday. You take on IUP. IUP, you just have to be at the top of your game when you go in and play IUP every single year. Even if you had a senior-laden club, that would have been among the toughest games on your schedule, no doubt. You had a full defensive freshman instead. But I hear you saw some things.
Yeah, if you look at the score, it was 35-0. But we had our moments. The defense gave up 28 points, and 14 of it was relatively early. When you're dealing with young kids, that beginning of the game kind of shocks you at times. But I thought they settled in and forced some punts and some turnovers during the course of the game. And there was a lot to look forward to in that game. I mean, we're plugging people into places that they're not practicing during the course of the week because of injuries, and that's what you kind of get with the young guys. But, the proud part that I have of those guys, the fight happens for 60 minutes. And Coach Tork came over and told me after the game was over, he's like, you're down 28-0 at halftime, your guys come out and fight. He's right. Our kids do battle all the way until the end. So it's something to build on from that standpoint, and IUP is a really good football team, and you do have to play well to beat those guys.
Do you see like a theme when you look at the way that the Cal game started out? You came off the bus, you got the ball, you went down, you scored, like that. Is there a theme throughout the week that you can go, okay, I think that this game's going to open up? Does it matter if you start out with the ball or not? Would you almost prefer to have the ball to start the game at this time of year with a young team?
Well, I think we'd prefer to put the defense out there first, to be honest with you, Alex.
That's what the percentages say.
Yeah, it comes down to the coin toss. You get the second half. Depending on how our field is, how Mercyhurst's field is, you deal with wind, so sometimes you take the ball early so that you can decide in the second half with the wind. So it comes down to a variety of different things, but it's kind of a feeling out process in every game you play out in the beginning.
It's funny because every time you come in here, you go, this team practices so dang well, and they're so young. Sometimes it takes teams a long time to figure out that aspect of it. But they're still at it. I wondered if their heads were, honestly, I wondered if they were keeping their heads up after taking a tough loss.
If you walk out to our practice, you wouldn't tell the difference if we were 8-0 or whatever we are now. Those guys, because they are young and they're getting to play a college football game, and a lot of them are 18 years old still,
right.
They got a lot of energy. They just want to get better from week to week. And, when you're dealing with the kids that we have, that's what you're looking for. But I've never been disappointed. And I think we had this conversation off radio that they practice so well and so hard. One of the better teams that I've had at practice, just from an energy level and getting after it. And we do a lot of 11-on-11 football because they are young. They need to see, game speed as much as they can. Older guys, when we've had those teams, we didn't do as much, but with these guys, we do a lot.
The World Series just wrapped up last night. Those guys have 162 games to play throughout the year. That would be impossible in a game of football because it's so rough. It's obvious. But you don't have that many units of inventory, so you practice well throughout the week. You don't want to rock the boat. You got a young team, and then you don't know how it's going to go on Saturdays. I can see how that's like a line you have to toe almost.
Yeah, how hard do you push them by the time you want them to still have energy and juice by the time they get to Saturday. So you don't want to completely wear them out, but you want to get them enough looks so the game speed doesn't completely shock them during the course of the game.
Makes sense. Being so young, you wonder if you and it sometimes depends on the schedule. You can go back to that same thing. Not that many units of inventory, but you wonder, you put together 2 straight wins, maybe that is a light switch. I was listening to Freddie Kitchens today. He goes, we just got to go out and win a couple games. No, we don't know how to win yet. We're so young and we just got put together. We just got to go out and win a couple. And the media wasn't happy about that, but he's like, that's it. That's all I can give you.
Yeah, coaching, it's kind of where you live with. Confidence is a huge deal. I mean, I remember our years we did have our winning season. Is it once we caught fire and we won 2 or 3 in a row, I felt like we could play anyone in the country. So confidence plays a huge role into it, Alex, especially the game of football when you got 11 guys out there trying to function at the same time. So, and there goes a lot into how you progress during the course of the week and how you practice and all those things. But I agree with Freddie Kitchens. We just got to go out and win a game and see what happens after that and build confidence.
It sounds oversimplified, but it's like you're prepping. It's not like you're not taking care of, you're not getting the car inspected during the week to go into the actual game driving on the highway.
It allows you to play looser too. Especially in this day and age, people get tense and uptight, and I don't know that you can do anything great in life when you're tense and you're nervous about making mistakes. So once you win a game, you're a little bit more loose and you're able to play kind of a little bit more comfortable.
Makes sense. All right, what are the lessons, an extension of the question last week, but what gets better week after week? You've got to see some progression in practice.
I just think, I know defensively we haven't done anything different from week to week. We may have added a coverage, but it's a gimmick of some other coverage that we have. We just call it something different that's, a little bit different for the offense to see. So we haven't changed everything. So what we do is we function on technique, because when you got young guys, they play high. That's why all these people have cages that they practice in to get people to play lower, because you can't play standing up in any football. So it's more of a technique thing for us. Waist being bent, playing low, where your hand placement are, all those simple things that you learn through muscle memory in the off season when you're in a program. Those are the things that are getting better for us.
So that's real. You've seen diagrams. I've seen diagrams where it shows the different, when you're in your set, it shows how, it's a high school player and they're standing their butts the whole way up in the air. And then it's like the evolution up into a pro player. And this guy, he squatted down. He couldn't get any lower to the ground. But that's exactly.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time in shoots and playing low. I mean, low man wins. That's an old adage, but it's very true.
All right, he's Brad Rzyczycki, head coach of the Gannon Golden Knights. This is a close rival, so the Mercyhurst Lakers, that's Saturday. What can you tell me? I'm guessing not much.
Not much. I don't know that we're going to do anything different than what we've done in the past to this point, just get better at what it is. We'd have a few more guys filling in a few more different positions just because potentially our injuries or some other players are just coming out and playing better than other ones. But that's about as much as I can tell you to this point.
Are you going trick-or-treating?
As soon as I break out of here, I'm going to try. I have not really gotten with my daughter in like the last 3 years. I'm going to try to track her down. She wants me to be a stormtrooper, but I don't have the ability to put on an outfit right now.
You got it, right?
I've been like a pumpkin. I throw on like a pumpkin shirt on and run around with her. I meet her like halfway through the neighborhood.
Perfect. Well, then get out of here, Coach. Appreciate you stopping by on Halloween. Good luck on Saturday, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Alex.
This is the Sports Blitz. Keep it